Before we begin this video, I just want to let you know that my presets are on sale. These are the Cinephiles preset pack. We got the preset pack and the Delulu preset pack. My Black Friday sale is starting early. From now until the end of the month, you'll get 30% off if you use the coupon code BF30 at the checkout. So if you guys are curious about my preset sales, links are down in the description below, and enjoy the video. Thanks. I've been using this lens for a couple of weeks now, and I took it for a couple of shoots here, and I'm very impressed. And this is the Viltrox. This is the Viltrox 85mm f2 EVO, and this is a full frame lens, and it's one of the more compact full frame 85mm lens that I've ever used. I think Viltrox is doing a good job here. They are giving us, like, you know, the Pro series, the Lab series, the Air series, and now the EVO series. I guess I would put the EVO series below the Pro series lens, and it is a bit higher than the Air series lens lineup. And Viltrox is aggressively expanding their line, and I'm here for it. This f2 lens and what Viltrox is perhaps doing with this EVO line sort of reminds me of what Fujifilm has been doing with their f2 lenses. We call those lenses the Fujicrons, and these are like very beloved in the Fuji community because of how small and compact that these lenses are, and they provide excellent image quality. Sort of like this EVO lens right here. Like I said, for an 85mm full frame lens, it's quite compact. You have the aperture ring, it has an AF/MF switch and customizable FM button on the side, and on and off switch if you want your aperture clicked or not. It also has a rubber gasket seal for dust and moisture protection. And it weighs about 340 grams, which is nothing. So let's talk performance. So for autofocus, I thought it was quick and snappy for what I did, and that's just portrait photography. I thought it did a great job at nailing focus on the eyes. Now, when it comes to image quality, oh boy, this is where I get excited, because I am looking back at all these photos that I took, and I'm like, God damn, I took that on this tiny lens. It's freaking crazy. The image for me is great. And when I was shooting this, did I ever tell myself like, oh, I wish this was an f1.4 or an f1.2 lens? No, I didn't. I am very happy with the results that I got at f2. With this minimum focusing distance at 72 centimeters, you can get close enough combined with this fast aperture to get some shallow depth of field at f2. At wide open, I think the bokeh is good. I certainly don't have a problem with its shallow depth of field. It gives plenty of background blur, subject isolation if you ever need it. And when it comes to sharpness, at f2, it's decently sharp. I shoot portraits, and I didn't feel the need to stop it down. At f2, I thought the center sharpness was good, and it's really good for my taste. This lens does flare in backlight situations, and I think you can use this as an artistic choice, but just be mindful of where you are pointing that thing. The 85 focal length is ideal for portraits because it produces, you know, flattering proportions and natural compression. Wider lenses like the 35mm lens can introduce mild distortion when you get close, so it makes faces appear stretched or unbalanced. With an 85mm, you avoid that issue and get a classic natural looking headshot. So overall, my experience with this lens has been absolutely wonderful. This lens is freaking awesome for the price and for the size as well. An 85mm f2 lens, full frame with great image quality, for $275. My God, that's freaking amazing. And if Viltrox is following Fuji's playbook and making a lens lineup full of f2 primes, I think this may end up being their best-selling series because it's so freaking compact. There's value in making things really small and very compact. And I was walking around with this lens. It was so light. I just had fun walking around with this thing. And that's not something you can say about an 85mm lens before. 85mm lens, especially for full frame, tends to be big and bulky because of their, you know, f1.2 aperture, f1.4, and f1.8. Since this is an f2 lens, it's small, it's compact, it's great for travel, it's great for a walk around lens, and it's a great portrait lens as well. If you truly care about the size and the compactness, if you don't mind the f2, and like I said, I was using it and I didn't ever thought I needed an f1.4 lens. I was quite happy using this. If you don't find the f2 to be an issue, if you don't need the f1.4 or a wider aperture lens, I suggest you guys look into the Viltrox 85mm f2 EVO lens because it is awesome. And I just couldn't believe the results that I was getting while I was using this for my shoots. This lens is available for both Sony E mount and Z mounts out there, and it'll pair great on the Sony a7C II cameras and something like the Nikon ZF as well. So if you're interested, I'll leave the links down in the description below. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this lens? Do let me know in the comment section below. And I think the next EVO lens the Viltrox should make, and I would like to see them tackling a 35mm f2. That would be so awesome to see. Well, there you have it, folks. If you guys found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and liking this video, as it pushes my video out to the algorithm. And if you do enjoy some of the color grade to some of these photos right here, it is used from my preset packs. My presets are available. Links in the description down below, guys. And that is it for me, guys. Thanks so much.